Hey guys, this is the first White Ninja with the Pokemon Showdown Ubers battle against Adriben. Now I lead off with my Deoxys, he leads off with his Kieran Black, he can't stay in because he can't touch me and I'm faster. So he switches into his Lugia, which sucks. It's multi-scale and therefore takes nothing from this superpower. Well, I just take Life Orb damage. I take way more damage than he does, honestly. Now, I switch into my Latias, thinking he can't do much to me, but he has Sub, and I'm like, oh, is this guy a Sub Calm Mind Setter? I don't know. I haven't seen any Lugias that do that. So I go for a Calm Mind, trying to set up in his face, but he has Dragon Tail. I've never seen a kind of Lugia like this. Gets me to my Arceus Dark, which is like, oh, awesome. I can use Judgment, break his sub, and he gets me Toxic, which is horrible because I have nothing else to deal with this Lugia. I need to fix that. I need to put like Dark Pulse on my Deoxys or something. He goes into his Fortress, which takes nothing from that Judgment. And I'm going to switch out into my Latias. He's probably assuming I just want to set up, but I actually have HP Fire and can take this thing out in one hit. Provided it doesn't have Sturdy, that is. And I was kind of little bit liberal on the yellow. I mean, some of them are kind of green, but whatever, it's close enough. So I send in my Groudon against his Ho-Oh, trying to make him think I have the Stone Edge, which I don't, but he gets 1.5 times speed. The best thing I have to hit him with is Dragon Tail, or I could set up rocks, but I really don't want to take in that many more hits, so I just Dragon Tail him out. I could have Thunder Waved and then done some shenanigans, but I thought this was just the best option, except for the fact he gets a burn and I don't do anything to him at all. Probably wouldn't have done that much anyway, but I mean, damage is nice. His Lugia is slower than me because it goes for a negative priority move, Dragon Tails me out, and now all I can use it for is switch fodder. So he goes into my Arceus Dark again, which is like, lol, that's awesome. And I'm toxic, so I go for my Judgment, take more toxic damage, and it's really starting to rack up. And this is my only counter to Lugia, which I really need it later on in the game. He goes into his own Arceus, and I'm assuming he's going to go for the extreme speed to try and take it out so his Lugia can just wreck things. So I go into my Groudon, he sets up a Sword Stance, and this is when I realize, oh crap. So I send in my Ho-Oh. He goes for the Shadow Force. I go for the Sacred Fire, but it doesn't hit him, obviously, because of that. So go for Whirlwind now, because I don't want his 2 times attack doing anything to me. So he gets to go into his Groudon. I go for a Rouge, trying to get my health back. And in case he goes for a Stone Edge, it won't be as effective. He goes for his Stealth Rocks. So I go for a Sacred Fire, hoping for a burn. No dice. He gets a Thunder Wave off, and oh, I know what's going on here. He's now faster than me and go for a move of choice, which is Stone Edge. He carries his Stone Edge. I don't. Worked out for him. Takes out my Hone, one hit. So now I send in my Deoxys, expecting the switch into Deoxys, and so I go for possibly, not Deoxys, Lugia, obviously. So I just try and hit it with the Solar Beam, hoping, I don't know, I really should switch that up for Dark Pulse. I don't know, Sun, I'm running Sun, so Solar Beam kind of makes sense. Water types, I don't know. So I switch into Scizor, which I know can do a decent amount at the very least. Goes for his sub again. I'm like, oh, Dragon Tail, obviously. I carry Pursuit on this thing in Ubers because there's a lot of Psychic types, and it really works out. And I should also note that I'm a noob. I never play Ubers. I've played it like 3 times. This is probably my 3rd battle ever. This is the last one I did today. Anyway, Dragon Tails me out, which is probably smart on his part. That way he didn't have to switch out and take pursuit damage. So he goes into my Arceus Dark. I should have recovered here. I don't know what he could possibly do to me. And I was stupid. I was thinking maybe he'd stay in for some reason. I get rid of his Groudon, which didn't threaten me at all anyway, and I lose my only counter to his stinking Lugia. So he goes into his Ho-Oh on the double down. At least I think it was a double down. I go into my Latias. Not the greatest matchup, even though I do pack a lot of power on this Latias. But go for a cover, expecting the attack. But he gets his Flame Charge, so now he's faster than me. He goes for the Roost. My Dragon Pulse does 31%, which is not good enough for me, considering his Sacred Fire does 59% more than I can recover off. And he gets the burn, so my survivability is like nothing. Whereas I get the Dragon Pulse off. Now, I was thinking, oh, maybe he'll miss, and I can recover some damage off. I should have just gone for an attack if he missed. I could have taken him out. Because now he's at a sizable amount of health. He outspeeds me and can take me out with the Brave Bird. He's down to 48%. I wish I had my Azumarill from UU. Could have probably OHKO this thing with an Aqua Jet. Anyway, Deoxys, still fast, still powerful, and I'm expecting him to switch out, so I went for Psycho Boost instead of E-Speed. And he doesn't. So, well, I E-speed take him out here since I know he wants to stay in. Why would he? He probably, I thought he had regenerator. Actually, I don't think he could have survived anyway. Goes into his Lugia, baiting me to go for anything other than a fighting type attack to get a free switch into his Arceus. I just go for the safe extreme speed, just in case. Go for extreme speed again because I know he's going to go for his, try and take me out, but I'm not going to overpredict him there. Go into my scizor, and I have to lock myself into something. I'm choice banded. I was thinking either pursuit or bullet punch, definitely, and I decided to go for bullet punch just in case pursuit likely can't take out an Arceus. So now he's trying to stall me out. Just Dragon Tail, Roost, Dragon Tail, Roost, Dragon Tail, Roost. Keeps on going. I get a crit there, which actually almost took him down. It was at the wrong time, though. And it just keeps going and going and going. Lowering me down. I'm at 17% now. That was actually a crit. Not the other one. My bad. Nope. Never get max damage. Don't take him out. And now I'm down to 3%, pleading to the Hack Gods to give me a crit, any kind of just max damage to take this thing out. And I get a crit, take this thing out, live on 3%, 1-0. That was an excellent game.